The numbers of people that have come to Eden and to Heligan have been really very moving in many ways. I suppose they're an endorsement of the gangs that have built them's taste or their feeling for stewardship. And they're very different audiences. One is perhaps interested in the new and the bright and the optimistic. And with Heligan, it is the more reflective, spiritual quality of those extraordinary gardens, perhaps influenced by the sadness caused by the demise of the gardens during the First World War. And I don't think I ever thought about numbers and success. I just had, if I was honest, I've always had a feeling that if I loved something, other people might love it too. Therefore, I never really doubted that others would like it. That sounds arrogant, but I think that's one of the things I always tell young people. Trust your instincts, because most of our instincts are pretty good if you trust them. And if you like something, there will be millions and millions and millions who like it too. I'm not sure whether I can honestly come up with the idea when I first thought of Eden, but the story I tell is of being at the Innis Downs roundabout with a sunset and seeing Goon Barrow in the distance go kind of reddish ochre colour as the sun was setting, and dreaming of ziggurats and Arthur Conan Doyle's Lost Worlds and putting the whole thing together, and it seemed rather easy, and after that I didn't know why I hadn't thought of it before. The only time I ever had doubts that we were not going to build it was in 1999 when we were standing on the edge of the pit, and where the current visitor centre is went a sort of red blancmange colour, and the whole hillside slid into the bottom of the pit. All the water, it had been raining unbelievably, and the water had undermined the substrate, and 1.5 million tonnes ended up in the bottom. But after it, we had these incredible Irish guys led by someone called Jerry O'Leary, who was the most extraordinary man. And he said, "Do you trust me?" And I said, "I've got to." And after that, there was the most incredible industrial choreography as they put the whole hillside back together again, and the work started. And I think in a way, it was sort of archetypal for us that it was that extraordinary can-do spirit that they demonstrated that gave us the confidence to go forward. I think the most challenging thing was we had no money, and the most rewarding thing was that John Nelson, my partner in it, was the most gifted builder I've ever come across. And the adventures, the famous 5-type adventures of finding cobbles on Port Holland Beach and going to auctions and buying old timber and stuff to put the place together was just a complete delight. It was as if I was going back to my childhood. When people say, "What's the secret to your success?" it's a tremendous invitation to be struck by lightning at your hubris. I think the secret to my success is I've always been very lucky in the people I've had by my side. I have little talent except for finding people who have it, and that's one of my great pleasures. Cornwall to me is everything. I came here in 1987. My family all went to the local schools, and I just love this place because it's not soft. It's as if you're here by invitation and you have to keep working and keep striving. I also think, although it takes a long time to fit in Cornwall, that if you have a kind of democratic spirit and respect, it starts to work. And I think it's a most incredible place. Since I've been in Cornwall, the sense that it's a place where people come to make a career rather than to end one has been perhaps one of the most exciting things of all. So no, it means a lot to me. I hope to be carried out of here in my boots.